Hi, I'm Pam, and I want to talk to you a little bit about our piping cord or welt cord. We have cording in 6 sizes, but there's really 2 that we use quite a bit in the Hold Everything book. One of them is our micro welt, and that's what we used to do a lot of our small piping. And I'm going to show you how to do that. The other one is our standard welt, and that's this size. So one's about an 1/8 inch and one's about a 1/4 inch. So the small one, I usually cut my bias about 1.5 inches, 1 3/4 inches, and the cord that we use is, we call it micro welt. It's wrapped, it's woven, and it's polyester, so it's not twisted, so you never get those little ripples, and it doesn't shrink. So because cotton would shrink when you wash it, because it's slippery, I usually put a little knot in it when I start it. That way, it doesn't slide out when I start making it, because it's happened before. And I'm using a foot that's got a groove in it, so I'm going to go to the machine. And I'm going to put my foot down so that the groove is right over the top of my cord. Now the groove's on the left side, so with this particular technique, I don't have to move my needle. I can just leave it in the middle. I'm going to grab a stiletto, because I like to use that when I'm making my cording. Started here. Here we go. And that is how nice it is when you do it right. This fabric is cut on the bias, and we just let the machine feed naturally. We don't stretch it. Then the other cord is the 1/4 inch cord, what we call our standard welt cord. So I'm going to change feet. This foot has a groove down the middle because it's for sewing on cord, but it's also for sewing on pearls. So when I use this one, I've got to move my needle over. So I'm going to move my needle over to the far left and fold my fabric, also cut on the bias. This one I don't need to knot because it's not that slippery, but it is still, whoops, I need my mirror image here. My foot all the way to the right, sorry. This cord is also polyester, and it's woven, it doesn't twist. Threads, that's a good time to stop. Okay, follow me back to the cutting mat here. I just want to show you after I'm done, what I do is I have this ruler. This is our 5-in-1 ruler, and I want to trim my seam allowance so that it's a true 1/2 inch seam allowance. So I take my rotary cutter and go right against the edge of my ruler, and now that's ready to be sewn in a project. This has 2 trimming grooves, so it'll also trim my micro cord, so to make my small piping. So those are ready to be sewn into projects. I'm Pam D'Amore, and thank you for purchasing our Hold Everything book.